Hello YouTube, this is another Herotaku review, and today I'm bringing you just the extra weekend days we do the third party or any other miscellaneous Transformers, and today I'm bringing you the Fansproject Protector Armor. Now obviously here is obviously just the official product, which you see here, it's just the Classics, Deluxe, Hot Rodimus, or whatever you want to call it. Obviously he just comes with the gun, and I do have the missile, but it's not necessary in this video. You can just plug in the gun like this, and if it doesn't fall, it goes in like that. So it's pretty interesting. What you're going to do is just pull that to the side. And now, what you're going to do is transform Hot Rod in its vehicle mode. So you just put in the arms, and then pull up this panel here. You can see it's pretty close to its G1 counterpart in terms of transformation. You just turn panels here, pull it down, and then it looks like that. Make sure that you close up the little ankle pieces and then pull them down. You're going to push these outwards so that you can put them in. Then you just plug them together. It's little holes that go into little orange pegs here. Both sides. Once you get that done, you almost got Hot Rod back in his vehicle mode. Just close up the front panel here. Turn the arms, close them on, and just plug them in, and you just pretty much got power in his vehicle mode almost. Make sure that you got little pieces in the way, so put them in like that. So you almost got him fully transformed. It can be kind of tricky at times, but once you get the hang of it, you'll pretty much have it down. And to finish out the transformation, all you need to do is, let's see where pull down these little light guards there. So there you have him in his vehicle mode. Now the cool part is just like in G1 cartoon and its counterpart. Just pull out this since it's getting in the way. Plug him in the other way actually, I think. Yep. You're gonna open these panels here. And then you're gonna make sure that you slide these little spoiler pieces into the back here, and it goes into these little holes here. And once you get that aligned and close it off, you'll have Hot Rod in his full armor mode. Now I really like what Fansproject did with this armor, and it can be a bit tricky to put things around since it is an unofficial, unlicensed add-on kit. But it rolls okay. One of the wheels don't hit the ground thanks to the way that these things are designed, but the rest can turn. It looks pretty close to his giant trailer mode in G1. Let's just open this up. Pull out the Hot Rod figure. And you're going to go on with the transformation and with the protector. This cannon-like mode here. So it's got this weird battle armor kind of cannon mode as well. And then it's got its own roller. So it's pretty interesting little guy. For this little gun piece, you could just open up this little piece here. So we can move it there. And then you can just plug it into the back here. If you can let me. See why it's not like, okay, it's the wrong side. So plug it in. So you got this little roller thing. Rolls pretty well, and this is pretty much just an extra thing that it comes with. It doesn't really serve any purpose. But what you're going to do here, actually, is transform Hot Rod back in its roller mode, but not all the way. What you're going to do is transform it almost 95% of the way. What I mean by that is just pull the components like you would in his roller mode. What you're going to do here is actually leave these components like this, pull down these panels, and leave it pretty much just like this, and you're going to have to move this outward first too. So this is all you need to do with the Hot Rod. Now I really like Fansproject's design they did with the Fansproject armor. And I'm just going to leave it in this mode until I go to the other modes. Now for articulation, his arms actually are slightly more articulated now thanks to this piece not being hindered. Allows 90-degree movement there. Swivels. Wrist can swivel as mentioned earlier. His head can turn all the way around. No waist articulation since it doesn't add anything there. Legs full movement as usual. Can still bend at the knee if you so wished. Feet can pivot. You can swivel as well. So articulation wasn't really lost. In fact, it gave just a tad bit in the arms thanks to the way the arms were made. So overall, it's a pretty cool add-on kit, especially if you're already in the Hot Rod mode. I personally like the City Commander more, but since I never got the City Commander or the Ultra Magnus, there's really not cost efficient in order to get it. I guess if you can decide to give Rodimus the giant cannon. So yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. This is obviously a Fansproject creation, so it's not available in stores. It never was available in stores. It was only available originally through places like BBTS and other places. So obviously you could not pick it up from the store. What you can do also, if you wish to, is you can actually just plug this down here. So if you want to close that off, you can just plug in the actual Hasbro Takara gun inside the area here, so wished, and then you could put the flame obviously and all that. So that's when the actual missile comes into play, makes it look like it's in there. Let's just keep that in there for now. Then obviously to transform it back into its trailer mode, just close it off here, and then you just quickly transform this back in its vehicle mode. So over time, this guy's really easy to transform. Just you need to know how to move the panels into correct places and so on. And once you do, you can pretty much just get the main gist of how to transform him. And I guess theoretically, if you wanted to make sure that you have everything stored, you could just move the gun here, pull up the panel here. So pull up the panel. Okay, there. Plug this on. Back again. Could theoretically just plug this into the gun here, since it's not in the way of anything. And then, obviously, just open this up, and then make sure that you slide the spoilers in. Roller guy is having a little problem aligning it. Actually, no, you're not. You actually can store that. That's interesting. But the roller actually gets into the way. Yeah, so you can't. And there you have Fansproject's armor back together. Now, this thing is pretty cool overall. Although obviously, since it is not a official product, it can be kind of problematic, and it may break your toy if you're not careful. Since it isn't made for this. I mean, it is made for it, but it's not licensed by the actual company that makes it, so there can be little variations of things connecting on yours and so on. This came in a little red box with the little comic and all that, but I stored them away, so that's why I don't have it here for review. But overall, it's a pretty decent set and really expensive, but obviously just not as much as the City Commander. And sadly, this might be, besides the titanium, might be the only other way to really get a full-on Rodimus figure, especially since it does cover over the Hot Rod toy to make it more like a Rodimus. So, it's worthwhile, but only to big fans, and for those who actually can afford this kind of thing, especially since it's no longer in the Fansproject store or anything, or in, BBTS and all that, since it's been out of print for so long. I actually got this one off eBay. But overall, it's pretty cool, and if you're a fan of the fan armors, then I'd say it's a worthwhile pickup. Anyways, please comment, subscribe, check out Toku News, Herotaku, Rajani on the channels down below, and I'll see you YouTube. Bye.